Warning, the following game is rated T for realistic-looking violence toward non-human-looking characters. Viewer discretion is advised.
If it doesn't die, then we're golden. If it dies, then we're I.
Super Couch Brotatoes!
Single serving.
Welcome back to I try to figure out stuff and sometimes sort of ish succeed, but not really. AKA adulting. Here we go, trying to get rid of a bunch of these Tusken Raider dudes because they're jerks and they're also screaming in my earbuds. And that's kind of rude of them. And they should probably not do that because I don't like it. That sounded incredibly entitled of me. Let's ignore the fact that I just said that. And just continue on with our lives like nothing happened. There are moments when the auto parry is quite effective at its job, even this early in the game. And you're like, wow, that was impressive. I can't believe that you just did this thing when you have proven to be the least efficient method of parrying I have ever experienced in a video game. No joke, this is seriously like the worst parrying experience I've had with any game. I love this game, don't get me wrong, but that is a system that I find quite frustrating. So here you have the trope of a secret area. The what unit? In any case, these secret areas, you don't say. It literally told me it was a secret area, Jaden. I do believe that the intention is not for me to continue forward, given that it is, after all, a secret, even though it's not quite so secret, given that, you know, there's a guy in the way, and normally in video games, enemies means you're going the right way. There's an interesting trope that exists. Speaking of tropes, what is hurting me? Is somebody shooting me that I am unaware of? Oh, no, you're beating me in the back. That's good to know. I wish somebody would have told me sooner. Anyhow, yeah, really interesting way of letting the player know that they're progressing as they should. Like, hey, you're going the right way. Here's some more things that are gonna try to kill you. I mean, it's quite effective though. There's something that's inherently satisfying about clearing obstacles, and I think that definitely plays a factor into why enemies in the way means you're going where you need to go, because then
where is this blasted droid?
That's a good question, Jaden. Speaking of droids, can I kill the gonks? I can. Well, I wasn't expecting them to explode quite so thoroughly, but they did. They have been disintegrated. Here's an interesting little query. So we live in the Star Wars universe. I mean, we don't, but like, you know what I mean. In this game, it is set in the Star Wars universe. 10 years after Return of the Jedi, apparently. 10 years? Is that what the opening crawl said? I think that's what it said. Oh, you little monkey. Jumping on the bed. Bump your head. Oh, that was rude. That was a good hit, though. I can't argue that.
This is not the droid we're looking for.
That's a clever little reference I hadn't noticed until the last time that I played this, and I was like, oh, that's cute. Because, you know, everybody knows that reference. I mean, it's a nice little joke about the fact that I'm going the right way. No, that's not what the joke is about. It's a nice little joke about the fact that, you know, we're on Tatooine looking for a droid. Anyway, but no. So yeah, this is Star Wars post Return of the Jedi. There's been no evidence of personal shields existing anywhere in this time period. The only personal shields that have been presented as existing that I can think of off the top of my head in this world, I would say in canon, but this game isn't canon, so that doesn't play a factor here. The only personal shield generators that have been shown to exist, to my knowledge at this time, are the ones in the Phantom Menace that the droidekas have. And those shields are, effectively, these glowing orbs. Yes, I hear you.
Are these even the right Jawas?
Probably. Don't cut their heads off, even though that's normally how I play the game. Anyway, so you have these very obvious. Oh, there goes his hand. You'll notice that it moves with the rest of his body, in spite of being completely detached. Because I'm guessing it's still rigged to the same model. Anyhow, here I go pretending that I know anything about character models and 3D game design. Whatever. Anyway, yeah. So there's this kind of shield, personal shield generator that has been demonstrated. Or that has been displayed in the series, I guess. Something to that effect. That we know of. And that was in the Phantom Menace. And Rude, that has a very distinct appearance. It's not exactly subtle by any means. And then here you have this guy running around right now who somehow has a personal shield generator that works something like the shields in Halo, where firstly, you can't see his shield at all. Secondly, it depletes as like a first defense, and then you start losing health. Anyhow, it's just a really weird thing to have in a Star Wars game at this time in the series, when it just feels somewhat out of place, I guess. Okay, I hate this part right here. That is seriously the worst. That was also not a good demonstration of how to do that at all. But like this little thing here, I have tried like everything in my years of playing this game that I could think of to avoid getting hurt by this crap here, this molten metal of whatever that they're doing for whatever reason. And the only way that I have found is what I was doing there with force, speed, and jumping. Normally, when you do that, you want to do so in a way that is, slightly more efficient and doesn't result in you depleting a third of your health. I don't think I depleted a third, probably more like a quarter. Either way, that's still quite a bit of health to... What? The fire's not going. Is it this? Oh, it's that one. That would make sense. Anyhow. Yeah, so that's just kind of a sucky no-win situation in this game that I'm aware of. If anybody knows of a solution outside of that that horror, please let me know in the comments. And I will hopefully read it. Hello, my name is Jaden. What's yours? Oh, that sucks. I am too tired for this crap, man. Let's see here. Don't hit yourself with the thing. That's rude, Jaden.
You must be the droid we were sent for.
Don't blow him up.
Left to negotiate with.
You will lose if you
I
do.
guess you better just follow me.
There were Jawas to negotiate with. It's not like I killed them. They just simply left. I guess either the Tuskens killed them or they just ran away, because there were definitely Jawas still alive. Wow, that was very coordinated. I could not have synchronized that better myself if I were choreographing it.
I was starting to get worried. Any problems?
Not unless you count the sand people I ran into.
I'd say that's a
Well,
problem.
you're still in one piece, so you must have handled yourself all right. Let's get this droid back to the academy.
I forgot to read the thing that detailed the importance
Good
of
work,
that
Jade.
droid.
Kyle tells me you recovered the droid on your own. It's too bad about
Anyhow.
the Jawas. R2 will scour the droid's memory banks and see what information it turns up.
Cool.
I have some troubling news. While Kyle and I attended to the crash shuttle, someone broke into my quarters and sliced into my records.
That is troubling
R2 is
news.
trying to figure out what they may be looking for.
I love how R2 gets referenced. I don't believe that he's ever actually
So,
shown in this game.
How's your training going? I've been sent on a few errands, nothing exciting.
Yeah,
Same here. I guess that's just how the training works.
I
probably.
thought it was just me. Ever wonder if your master is holding you back? You know, making sure you don't become too
Here is
powerful?
here is Rosh
would you say
being
that?
his
Well, Kyle
ambitious
doesn't seem to really foster
self.
My talents. I've gone on a couple of missions with him, but doesn't let me do any of the really important stuff.
Maybe he's observing you. You know, seeing how you accomplish your missions. I wouldn't worry about it.
I'm not so sure. What do you think, Jaden?
Well, Ready to get back out there? Did I interrupt something?
No, not at all. Well, I'm ready. Let's go.
Subtle, very subtle. All right. Anyhow, we'll interrupt something on the next one. Later, taters.